You got to get this book. You're going to read this very quickly because every page flows into the next page. It's so easily readable, easily accessible, I should say. You know, Mo'Nique and Steve Harvey had a conversation. I'd like to get your thoughts about it, where Steve Harvey told Mo'Nique she need to basically shut up and act.
I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
What are your thoughts about that? Do black people need to shut up in Hollywood and just be glad to be there and get their money? Or is there room, should they be standing up, as we stated earlier, about, you know, banding together on issues that matter?
I think everybody should stand up, but it's how you stand up. You know, there was a saying back in the 60s, and I never forgot this. The saying was, sometimes you have to lose a battle to win the war. And so you choose your battles very carefully. If you're going to lose the war, why have the battle? But we're not strategic. You know, you know, it's based on emotion, not strategy. I mean, we need strategy. There's a distinction. You know, sometimes I feel we're playing checkers in a chess game. You know, if it's a chess game, play chess. And they're going to say, you're a good little checker player. Look at the little checkers. Those are good, right? Everybody playing chess. Mm-hmm. So we have to learn how to play chess rather than checkers. And I understand the emotions because sometimes there are injustices that make you feel bad. They're painful. They hurt. But sometimes you have to really understand how to respond, not just out of emotion, but how to respond in terms of winning the war.
Well, you know, Steve, he apologized to her. I mean, he got a lot of backlash. He said he apologized if he sounded like he was, you know, beating up on her. And I don't know, man. I think that when you're in that position where you don't have power, you don't own studios, you don't own the show. I mean, I got a humble show, Mr. Duke, but it's mine. And I can do with it, and I can bring on Mr. Duke, and whatever you say, I air it, I don't care. But if you don't have control over your medium, your platform, then I guess you do have to shut up to a certain degree or either leave.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the golden rule. He who has the gold rules. And so the fact of the matter is, but what's important today is what you're doing. I mean, you're an example of self-entrepreneurship. I mean, you're not waiting. You know, the internet gives you global distribution with a touch of a button. Issa Rae started off with webisodes. And she collected a certain number of eyeballs online, and the studios, I mean, the network, HBO, wanted the eyeballs, so she's got a good deal over there. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's been on for like 10 years now, right? And those guys started off as webisodes. Danny DeVito saw it, and those eyeballs translated into them being on the air for 10 years. So it's, a lot of us are emotional. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be emotional, but along with the emotion, why don't we have strategy? And you are an example of what could be done.
Wow.
You're not saying, oh, the white man did this or the system's so horrible. No, you got this beautiful studio. You invite people on, and you can press a button. The message can go globally and like that. And I can tell, I don't know you, but it hasn't been easy for you. You had to come to a point where you said, you know something, I'm going to do it. And you did. Yeah. But a lot of people, instead of doing that, complain, make excuses, I mean, forever. And I understand the pain and frustration, but today I was in this film made in 2 weeks with 5 cell phones. 5 cell phones, sir. What's stopping us?
Us. And look, and a lot of hard work.